Well, hello. One second. There it is. Why isn't the game capturing? There we are. Alright. Oh, just a little bit. But is he for the title? I used to do this series, and then I got really far. I got up to Rod's route, and then what happened is that my computer sat there and crashed really hard, and I lost literally everything. Ooh. Huh. So we're gonna speed run to get back to where I originally was, which is Rod's route. No, I don't need a tutorial. I played this like a long time ago. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystalline Lucis, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was Crystalline Terrabarum, which was watched over by the High Leader of Witches. Lucius was stained by love, happiness, and joy. The Terrabarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated powers of the crystal in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there could be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named the stories fairy tales. In the fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of Witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked, so be it. Just if you taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. The witches were blinded by the hatred for humans who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, Terrabarum Bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. Terrabarum was lost, peace was restored, and light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Yeah, we're just doing blue. Because blue is my name. The princess. My name is Blue Riela Britain, daughter of the King Gennaro Britain III. I am the crown prince of the kingdom of Anjou. At the least, that's who I used to be. That was before yesterday I became victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They said it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. And Jill would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Injil the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I'm on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Blue. Excuse me. Blue. Ophelia. Ophelia wins off. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She can never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Winsoff, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It is apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. Ugh. Sometimes English is hard. But his older sister. My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Blue. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Evangeline Winsoff, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. I keep yawning. And my stepsister. I swear to God, I slept last night, but I don't know why. She acts as if we are blood, as she too were born a princess. As if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I'll never let that happen. Now everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide in with silver chairs to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Evangeline, you're reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you. Oh yes, there are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy you like them. I love them. It's so strange the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Blue? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room going heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches cause nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Buh. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to all of our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Anjil. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm deciding in between peak when my friend is away at work. I'm going to stream this. Nice to meet you, Tusaka. Our people have been toiling away day and night to rebuild Injil after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I'm endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what Mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Blue, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Blue, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it has been 17 years and I've never felt any love from him. Blech. He treats Evangeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children. Better than he's ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one there for me when no one else was. Oh, I see. Thank you for misspelling my name as I think your version is quite interesting. It has to. Oh, my day's been doing well, and I'm sorry if I misspoke your name. I'm not very good at I'm not very good at reading English, even though it is my general language, and I'm even worse at others. I'm not going to lie. But my day has been treating me well. How about yourself? Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? Let me guess. It is the king, the queen, or Princess Evangeline. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm glad your day has been going fabulous. How do you pronounce your name if there is an ability to type it out? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldria. His father, Sir Alacaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alacaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. Should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess. Yes. You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Tsuka sa tus Yomi. Or tus for short if you prefer something simpler. Is it Tsu? Tsuka? I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Because I read things kind of as they're typed, as they are, rather than phonetically. I just want to make sure that I'm reading that as Tsu, or is it Tsu, where the T is silent. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order. Blue, I would like you to accompany Evangeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her. Both are correct, of course. You may call me as you will be the only one pronouncing it after all. I know, but I want to try and make sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly in respect for you. So, Tsu, thank you for joining the stream, and thank you for telling me the proper way to pronounce your name. I appreciate it. Yes. I know that it, with me also having a real life hard to pronounce name, it does sometimes mean quite a bit if people are able to pronounce it correctly. So I want to extend the same thing to the people around me if I can. Like if I have a hard time pronouncing their name, I'd rather know how to properly pronounce it for them. No problem. I hope you enjoy the stream. The stream is gonna be going on till my friend probably gets home, and then I'm gonna end this stream, just sit there and restart stream and do peak. But no problem. Surely you could send maids with her instead. I wouldn't have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. Yeah. I like streaming. I'm feeling pretty okay today, enough to stream a couple of games. Cause my friend and I sat there and were streaming peak earlier, but then they had to leave for work. And then I decided in the meantime I'd stream this, since I previously did stream this in the past, and but oh no, I'm not British. I'm actually from the U.S. I'm a U.S. American person. I guess that I just be considered quote unquote a very polite one. Oh, I've had people sit there question my nationality a lot. I at one point had one person thinking I was a black Scottish woman, and I was like, no, I'm unfortunately very, very white. But no, I'm just a very polite American. That is all. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you're going to accompany Evangeline outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angeal was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angeal really is. Blue, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emanjulu, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that in order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Blue. Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. You have a very Japanese name. Tukasa. Even though I look like the most white Brit girl, but because my mother is Japanese name. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I was just raised to be very polite, and I used to be a lot more well-read, especially as a child. So I learned to I guess have more proper speak than the average person, and sometimes it does weird people out and throw them for a loop. And then I sit there and I'm like, no, I'm just an American wandering around the world and just being myself. But yeah. But actually my name is entirely French, surprisingly. Thank you. I appreciate that. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? Yeah, that does make us two. That does make the two of us having complete opposite names for appearance, and but you know, it is what it is, and you learn to kind of live with it, even if it does mean people, for the most part, it's kind of slaughter the name until you're able to get the pronunciation right. I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones I can trust. Like humans, they will never betray me. I unfortunately don't want to say for online purposes, because I want to try practicing internet safety if I can. So I generally keep myself vague with my location and with my name. Like the old, I don't really want to say personally. That's why I go by mostly my handle of Blue if I can, especially online. Aries, no, please. Sorry, my cat. He's sprawled out across my keyboard and he's just pressing buttons for me. But yeah, internet safety is something that I want to try at least taking semi-seriously if I can. Because it is very important to stay safe online. Like humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. No, I get that. For me personally, it's well, I have a personal situation where I have to keep it private. No, I mean it isn't quite a privilege to say. It's more of a comfort level thing. If you feel more comfortable using your real name for online stuff, I that's completely understandable. But for me personally, it's just something I'm not comfortable sharing around. Oh, you mean yourself? Well, as I said, it's just a personal choice, really. It's a preference of who you want to be in an online space. And if you want to be just true to yourself, then more for you. But for me personally, I like having at least a little bit of privacy. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I'd be fascinated by the dolls, which always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, I love you, on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness. The king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Hmm? Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alacaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. You use all your puns and words on your friends. That's fine. If you want to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream itself, that's completely fine to do. I understand that people enjoy interacting with streamers, but there's also a point to enjoy the content too if you're willing to. So I don't mind. I don't mind doing like little casual talks like this in between, and I don't mind just simply streaming for people who just want to watch the stream silently. It's all the same to me as long as you're enjoying yourself. That's all that really matters. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way to see the king? I should not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty. Blue, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Blue. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sisters better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Injil, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not already know. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. None ever. I'm very experienced since it's nighttime and I can't really go out, so I need interaction that exploded into buffering full talking to my cat instead. Oh man, I feel that. I sit there and whenever I'm alone with my cats, I just start baby talking them and just giving them all my attention. Honestly, they are really spoiled that they'll just sit there and hang around me just to make sure that they get all the attention that they could ever want from me. The currently even one's laying across my desk right now, just having a little snooze nap because he just wants to be in close proximity to me. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Blue. If you'd only open your eyes, you'd be able to see how good people really are. I believe I'm already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there is no good in you. Blue, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost Mother, my entire world. I hoped that maybe he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know someone was there. I had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. How many do I have? Oh, no. No, I can tell you. Okay, I have a total of 2 cats, or a big orange guy named Aries. He's the one that's currently napping on my desk right now. And I have a tortoiseshell cat named Hesta. And she's just, she just hit a year old now. So she's kind of baby. And then we got a pup that my mom got recently, and his name is Boris, and he's like a lab mixed. So, but he's getting big, man. 8 cats! 8 cats! Oh man, I can't even imagine having 8 cats. The most I've ever had at a time was 3. Man, that's a lot of cats. But I bet that your bed is never empty at that rate, since they're probably all cuddled around you. But oh my goodness, 8 cats. That's impressive. I could never handle 8 cats all at once. The 2 that I have, they love causing all sorts of mischief already. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Blue, enough. I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I should have thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Blue, it'll be okay. I had bought one, but somehow since I started feeding one, another one came, and another, until it's local community service for the cat. So basically the cat distribution system just ended up giving you a heavy hand in the distribution of them. Basically, your cat spread around that, hey, this person has the good food. Come stop by if you want some good food. And then just all the cats were like, yeah, let's go. And now they all just hang out and live around you. That's fun. Blue, it'll be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany me, Angeline. I will not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Yes, Aries? Speaking of, here he is, stretching for me. What? Is it time to pause for attention? Okay, my cat is demanding pets right now. He's all up covering my screen so I cannot read anything. Hi. Ooh. No, not my mic, please. Don't chew on my mic, please. Yes. Yes, I love you. Yes, you're very sweet. Yes, you're a baby. You're a big baby boy. His this stomach, he's really good anything with just rub against her rub against her leg. My cat is bunting me aggressively. Yes, I love you, Aries. Listen, cats are just master manipulators. They just sit there and just look at you with their big old eyes and they can do a little meow and purr, and then you're held captive and can never escape ever again. Your fate is just sealed at that point. That is just your cat forever. Oh. Ooh. I don't know what he did. Oh, there we are. Hello, how can I help? Sorry, he sat there and like walked around and then settled back down on my desk after the petting break. And he decided I'm gonna press buttons while I do it. Hello, how can I help? Viorica. Ah. That one's a little more complicated of a name. Princess Evangeline, how good to see you. I trail Evangeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Evangeline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There's no need to be so tense, Princess. I will never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You asked the impossible of me. There's no need to be so formal, Viorka. Ugh. I'm gonna be stumbling over that name quite a bit. I could hear, but to my utter despair, this little bugger's actually came up against my German Shepherd. Do you know that actually runs over me? And I'm like, bro, I thought you predicted who they were. Unfortunately, getting tag teamed by a pack of cats is a little scarier for a dog than you might think. Like, right now the pup is about the same size as my cat Aries, because he's an orange tomcat basically, so he's a little bit bigger than the average cat, but he's scared of him. Aries will sit there and hiss and the dog will be like jumping back 5 feet, but because Hesta's smaller, he likes bullying Hesta, and we have to sit there and tell him to knock it off all the time because he's always sitting there and like climbing on top of her and knocking her over. We're just like, will you stop harassing her? Almost Garfield. He has had people come in, look at him, and ask if he's actually real life Garfield. I've had that question prompted to me by people with the minute that they've seen him. Is that he reminds them of Garfield specifically. So it's a little funny. I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Victoria. This makes tracking a location easy. Yeah. Orange Garfield-sized cat named Aries. Very, very easy to track, guess. That's located somewhere in the entirety of the US of A. I don't mind talking about my cats. My cats are just my pride and joy. They're my babies. I could never shut up about them. It's good to see you two again. To see you again too, Rod. Ugh. I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Blue. The look on Victoria's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alacaster's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Imageline described in her letters. It's meant from my best friend who sent me too many pics for trips, but this works too. Just a quick message mix-up. It's fine. It happens. That happens when you're sitting there and you're messaging so many people at once and then you just lose track of who you're messaging. But yes. I hope your friend is at least having fun on their trip that they're having. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times to myself. She is, I hate, why, oh, is it because she's not around to hang out with you? Is that why? You miss your friend? I'm sorry? Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. No, not really. If I suffer, everyone in my if I suffer, everyone in my surroundings should suffer. If I'm having a bad day, everyone else is gonna have the exact same bad day. Ah, man. Of course, that's the way of life. Well, the saying goes, misery loves company. I'm sorry, Madeline. Right. Ah, ah. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys. Guess for some new friends. Toys from here? Are you sure? I break your toy and you break mine. Ah, man, that's. I break your toy, you break mine, and the world goes around being sad and because everyone's toys are broken now and no one gets to have anything. Of course I am. I crossed my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess. I can barely breathe in here. Should be stand-up comedians, alright? Pay my viewer who laughs at everything. Oh, you got your pay viewer who laughs at everything. I am not gonna lie, I'm sort of a giggly person, but I also like silly little bits and jokes. I love when they happen. But yes, if you wish to be a stand-up comedian, don't let your dreams be dreams. Oh yes. Gosh, I have a friend in particular who loves doing little bits just to sit there and make me giggle because they're very silly. And they're a very dear friend of mine, and they said they like collecting my laughs like Pokemon cards because I have varying laughs for different things. I I never noticed personally myself, but it's something that they ended up noticing about me. I just want to go back to the palace. Oh man, I love this man. I'm not normal about this man right here. Sorry, a bit of a spoiler. But I'm not normal about this person right here. They're my favorite in this entire game so far. They're my absolute favorite. Good morning. Listen, I'm just a sucker for a pretty person. I'm just a sucker for a really pretty person. Up until this point, I always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing, clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're here. You're early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Imagining. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. There is a reason why they appear like this. It'll be explained in their route. For romancing, because as you can already guess, this is a dating sim. But it will be explained. Ah, that lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies have saved Angel from the witches 4 years ago. Aries! Pressing buttons with his little paws. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Aren't we all? We all love a pretty person turn out to be a Ben 10 enjoyers yapping about the new kids version who in their child. Oh, oh man. God, honestly, to me personally, yes, looks are nice and all, but it's the personality that really matters deep down. Like, looks are nice, but if I can enjoy the person's company, it'd be great. The engine's having a cold start. Oh, if you're talking about the button being constantly pressed, that would be my cat deciding that he also wishes to play the game. So if things randomly start happening, most likely it is my cat enjoying himself. Oh. My laugh. As I said, I don't wonder how I laugh. It just happens. My laughs are just what they are. My laughs are just what they are. They just are what they are. I cannot control. I cannot control the laugh or how it is perceived. It just happens as it is. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Victoria. I hope to drop by again soon. Good. I look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Likewise. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. I can tell, or should I say I can hear for the correct grammar sentence. I'm, as I said, English may be my first language, but I am not very good at it either. Because my brain is the way it is. Oh. My bad. My bad. You're... It's okay. While I'm out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me, most however make a point of avoiding me. Like I am the plague. There were some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Evangeline walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, Blue, look! A street performance! It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance. Snagging some water. Refreshing. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers, and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Blue? And are those princesses over there? It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please, accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers and white lilies appear in his hand. Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. You're to teach it. It's like your friend to buy. That's wild. But you know what? It would sit there and throw people off. Would sit there and try and get your dog to try and attack you and be like, why aren't they attacking? And then you just immediately turn around and go nuts. And then they just lunge for the person and they're so confused. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performers like this all around in Jill. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. I'm furious, so I'm going to tell you the truth of my text. Oh! Oh! That is an unfortunate area to teach your dog to lunge for. That is a very unfortunate area to teach your dog to lunge for. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! I mean, it would scare off anyone real fast if they sat there and did that. Oh, yes, I'm a genius. I, I think anyone would be terrorized to see a dog lunging for that section of their body. Truthfully, I think it would instill immediate fear. Aries, Aries, please, the button pressing. The button pressing. The button pressing. The button pressing, please. I know you wish to participate, but your button pressing is not helping the game proceed forward. It is actually hindering. Oh, goodness. But, you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Anjil, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Blue. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. Oh, I do not have a Discord server, unfortunately. I don't really give out my Discord anymore due to certain situations happening with drama and people, and yeah, it just turned really sour really fast, and I tend to keep that now more private because of the situation that happened. So, I'm sorry to say. Uh, but I don't do that anymore. Oh no, no, I don't have a Discord server. Unfortunately, ugh. I, I probably should make one to sit there and promote myself and interact with the community, but I don't. Because I tend to use my personal Discord for everything on Discord. But maybe someday in the future, I'll probably sit there and post it to my YouTube or my Twitch if that's the case. If I do make one eventually, it's just right now, that is not within the realm of an idea I want to do. Because yeah, unfortunately, I've had people sit there, get a hold of my Discord, and be a little weird or cause drama or that sort of thing. And it was not very fun at all. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. I just want us to be closer, Blue. I would like to try to be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grasped my hand, pulling me away from Evangeline. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. His sense of fellow woman opened the need for validation of my fair share of clowns. Yeah, no, it's just I've had people who sit there as like, oh yeah, well, let's be friends, and then I sit there and I become friends with them, and then and then they just end up showing their more true selves, as I would say, and then everything kind of turned unpleasant, and I actually ended up dropping an entire video game for a while because of them, and my other friend has been trying to get me back into it in order to be able to enjoy it again freely of my own will. But yeah, it is difficult when people sit there and they put up a kind of a front, and then they just like after a while they start behaving the way that they truly feel like they behave around you, and it's just like that's not okay to really be acting like that. But all right, you know. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait. Don't follow me. Princess. I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And I heard Anise lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess Blue made sure the poor girl was fired. I stop in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. Anise, was that the name of that one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise, hardworking and big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. Mine is very more physical. When they send a pic, I send back a pic more masculine than them. They have one dedicated photo pics masculine. It's my jack of all trades move. That is a very smart move considering it would end up swaying people away from that kind of behavior if you just sit there and spam a bunch of pictures that they don't want at them. But yeah, it's just, ugh. I wish people would treat other people normally, like regular human beings behind the screen, but they really don't. And it's very unfortunate. Jeez. He's a bigger one. That is one way to deter that kind of behavior real quick. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, honestly. Uh, uh, what? What? Oh, well, I laughed so hard. But very effective, I can confirm. I bet. Oh, goodness. Aries, you're pressing buttons and it's making me scared I'm gonna lose my game at this rate. That is the most effective movie you can use on someone like that. That is beautiful. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Evangeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be crowned princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing any more, so I walk away. Ever since Evangeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her. And now I have become second best. I am Blue Retilia Britain. I can assure you it's not. I can assure you it's not beautiful. When we are getting pictures like that, the beauty of revenge is sending a bigger one to scare them. So, uh, it, it's really funny. It's just really funny. To the King Junior of Britain the Third and Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Anjou. I am of royal blood. She is. She is nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess, are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was. What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing, but who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Dolores sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. Oh, what's I gonna do with her? Long swords later shall we see once one of my long swords has fallen, the battle is over. He never responded. To be honest, I don't think he was looking for that kind of sword duel, man. I don't think he was looking for that kind of. I don't think he was looking for that kind of one. Oh, hi Aries. Oh, you're pressing buttons again. What if I... yeah, I think the idea of that kind of sword duel put him off. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. I hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? It took me a completely different experience. I usually, unfortunately, cannot take hints like that. I am very, very autistic, so things like that go over my head in the first place. So anyone attempts even trying to flirt with me, and I just don't get it. Voila. So at this point, there's like, are you playing dumb? And it's like, no, I actually don't know what you're talking about. It's like, oh. I'm like, I'm asexual, arrow ace, but I'm like arrow ace, by the way, so like I don't do romance or anything like that, so you know. So, you must be protected. I don't believe I'm that innocent. I just don't get signals like that very easily. My brain doesn't connect that that person was trying to flirt with me. Why'd you smack me in the face with your tail, Aries? That was very rude. Mister. But yeah, no, I just don't understand advances like that, and I don't wish to understand advances like that. Ever. Hi, yes, 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 Aries. I love you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, your baby. Oof. Oof. He's beating me up with his tail. He's beating me up with his tail. He's beating me up with his tail. He's smacking me in the face. Ah! Aries, please. I love you. I'm petting you. Why are you assaulting me like this? Why are you assaulting me like this? There is no need. There is no need. This is unnecessary. I love you, please. Stop assaulting me. I give you pets, I give you food, I give you attention, and this is what he does to me. He sits there and beats me. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time, but right now I'm here to give you something, Princess. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you figured that out eventually. The angry thumping he is doing right now on my desk table. Listen, I love you, baby. But you can't be going around beating me up with your tail. That's mean. That's rude. You can't be doing that. Can't be smacking me in the face. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Sweet dreams, Cinderella. And that is the prologue. Yay. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where am... Ow, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Mine does very fast, immediately gets to this grand and here's someone trying to flirt with me, to which I would not reject nor accept their feelings to keep them around for my validation grade. While keeping them in the supposed friend zone, they desperately hoping to get out. I think I didn't get their hints. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I am just, I'm not like that at all. I'm just like, I am accepting friends and only friends. Anything more, and I am terribly creeped out by you. Please do not. Uh, uh, I mean, understandable. You do you, but that is something that I'm not willing to endure. That is something I'm not willing to endure. Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a matter? If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I am not delusional. Okay, most of the stuff is jokes, miss, but I like that mostly, I think. No, it... You're okay, it's fine. People who seek external validation are fine. As long as, you know, they're doing it in a way that isn't being extremely harmful to the people around them about it, it's fine. Because, I mean, sometimes you need that external validation to sit there and know that you're not a terrible person, or that you you know, you're attractive or stuff like that. So I get it completely. I understand that. I am Blue Realia Britain, blood daughter of the King Gennaro Britain III and the Crown Princess of Anjou. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to mother? Witch? Aries, please, stop pressing buttons. He's pressing buttons on me. Again. Oh, I told those guys I would never see them beyond friends, so it's not my fault if they keep trying. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, if you already sit there and point blank tell them, at that point, that's their own fault. Honestly, if you tell them at point blank, like, hey, this, like, I don't want to be anything more than friends, and they still keep trying, that's on them. That's on them if they're not getting the very point blank answer that you're giving them. No, just ripping the reward. Ripping the reward. Ah. Understandable. I mean, personally for me, I'm just like, listen, man, I don't want nothing like that. And if you're gonna be weird about it, then this is not gonna be a good friendship. Let me tell you that. Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I'll go stare at her, puzzled. Our good King Halsey has stepchildren, Princess Madeline and Prince Rod. And you're most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. Oh, woman of culture, I see. Technically, I'm non-binary, so I'm neither male nor female to me, but I am born female, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just like, kid, I just want to be treated like a normal human being. Thank you very much. Not as an object to be conquered or anything like that. That's a little weird if you're sitting around doing that. That's a little weird. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize I'm wearing tattered clothes and I do not even have shoes on. Oh, I can't spell binary. Oh, you're okay. You're alright, you're alright. I know not a lot of people are used to the terminology of non-binary where I just don't see myself as either gender. I just simply is existing as I am as a person through life itself. So, you know. No. No, no. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. This is... It all floods back. Delora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse! My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Let me in! Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I am Crown Princess Blue Realia Britain. I must speak with my father. As I loathe I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I am addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king! The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses while the last horse has a different familiar rider. I just realized I said I didn't know how to spell ring though. I spelled that spelled in that context. Sometimes we are able to do things without even realizing we are able to. And it is a wonderful thing to find out that you can. Father, I immediately moved to block the path of his horse. The soldiers moved to hold me back. Your Majesty! What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even Father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He is looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was a crown princess, and his daughter. I recoil. God, I forgot all my forsaken dad jokes now. Man, you're forgetting all your dad jokes and there's a dad literally standing right here in front of us. That's unfortunate. You must be hungry. Take this. This should feed you and your family for a day or two. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity. Father! Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. Aries, please. I cannot read the screen when you are standing directly in front of it. He is blocking my view of the main screen that the game is on, so I cannot read. Good thing I have the stream open so I can sit there and look to the side. At once, Your Majesty. I watch as my father and his two guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where's your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. I've never. Wait, I forgot it. No! The dad Joe came and left as soon as that king dad did. Just quick hi kid, bye kid. See you never again. Suit yourself, can't say we didn't try. See you later, alligator. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. Not for a while, crocodile. I watched with bleary eyes as the soldiers returned to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. Oh. Aries. Oh goodness, now I can't. Now I can't. We're doing this because my cat is pressing buttons and I'm afraid that he's gonna just sit there and exit out of the game completely at this rate. I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I've just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. Aries. I clutch a pouch close to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I held on a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeezed my eyes shut, hoping that when I opened them, everything would be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, he must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People only ever hurt you. But they're always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. Okay, tell me the weirdest thing that someone did or said that was exactly appropriate but still weird. At one point when I was coming home from college and I ended up waiting in this gas station, the gas station attendee because that had been my spot to sit there and wait for the next bus to go to either go by or my mom to be able to get me because it was closer by. Because I had to at least take 2 buses to get to the college that I was attending at that point in time. Um, he ended up being really weird one night and like came up from behind the counter because I was sitting down on the floor, and he like sat there and like put his hand on his knee like closer to like my upper thigh kind of area and was talking to me, and it freaked me out enough that I sat there and got up very suddenly and ended up absconding that gas station and called my mother to ask me to for her to pick me up faster because I was very uncomfortable with the situation that ended up happening with that dude. It I I've had people randomly grab me and touch me, and I don't like that. It may stuff like that makes me very uncomfortable. But it was that could be considered at least mildly inappropriate, at least. But yeah, it just people, as I said, need to be normal about other people and maybe just not grab or touch them, even if you sit there and see them or walking around like your specific area, especially if they've been around for like at least a little while. But yeah, I've had situations like that happen to me quite a few times, unfortunately, and I hate it every time it happens. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave, Mother. I am the only one who ever loved you so much. Do you understand? I understand. But yeah, oof. People need to be normal. That's all I want. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags, so I help myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in the dirt that I've gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Aries. Ah! Ah! My cat is climbing straight into my lap. Hold on. He's adjusting himself. Come on, here. You want to lay down in my lap? You want to lay down in my lap? It's okay. You can lay down in my lap. But yeah, I actually used to cosplay also a lot more frequently back. Ah! Aries! Pressing buttons again. Yeah, yours was a little creepier. Jeez. I hate that. I'm so sorry for you. It, like, my experience was pretty bad, and having someone sit there and do even worse is, ugh. It's awful. I'm so sorry. That was basically what it's just borderline assault at that rate, and having something even worse than that is basically assault. At least to me, or it's some form of harassment that should be categorized under. It's I wish people would be normal. I wish people would be normal. What are you looking at? At 2 women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve. Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I'll make you regret your words. I've become acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I'll make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I will find food first. Is this all the king thinks I am worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoot, there's nothing for you here. You just swat me away like a fly. The nerve! Sensing this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands in a fist and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. And the crown princess, they have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly I begin to make my way over there. How? My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. The rags I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all I have that I need to prioritize. I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants and a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people in jail. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey girl. What now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me? Look at her, brush us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. Wah! I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Left. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they will definitely catch me. And taking my coins might not be the worst thing they do. A dead end. Nowhere left to run now, girl. What should I do? Oh, who are you gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. Huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. Before I can blink, a person has jumped down in front of me. His body acts as a barrier between the 2 men and me. It's him! It's him! It's him! Who are you? Oh, me? Just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress. He turns to the man, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? He's got a sword! What? Come back here, you coward. The 2 of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Are you alright, my lady? Yes. Yes I am now. Now that you're here, man, I love him. Oh my god. You found her. The boy from yesterday. A little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding, my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Princess! Princess! Lady Parfait will be able to help her. You're right. We need to move now before anyone else sees us. Yeah. The right choice! When I was in middle school and was coming home on a bicycle from tutor's house when I saw a neighbor of my tutor called me. He had to go into his porch and he told me to sit down next to him when he should be, because I was saying, always go fast. So I have water inside my house. Do you want to come in? Jesus Christ. That's even worse. That's so much worse. Why can't people treat even kids normally? You were a child. You were a child. You were a child and then I was a full-grown adult. I swear to God. Why? Until I had big cups for me, I told it to my family and I came home with the boys from his tutor's class. I am so sorry. They had some old guy sitting there being a leecher on you while you were just being a normal kid. My God, I am so sorry. That is terrible. Oh, God, I hate. I would. Why can't people treat kids normally? Why can't people treat kids normally? Why can't people just treat people generally normally? It makes me so upset that people sit there and actively make choices like this and make people uncomfortable doing stuff like this because they can't be a normal person. It's not that hard to just be a normal person, leave children alone, and leave people alone when they tell you no. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. My God, it's just the lack of common sense in the world these days. The lack of just normal consent and boundaries. My God. Makes me mad. I'm so sorry. I really genuinely am sorry you had to go through a situation like that. That was not only very uncomfortable for you, but probably mildly traumatizing that some old guy was sat there and thought that was okay to do. It's awful. It's awful. You've made the right choice. Crystal on the upper right corner indicates they've made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each cover responds to certain love interests. They also appear blatantly after you make a choice to keep your eyes and ears open. Okay. So basically we're doing the karma route. Darn it! His name! Darn! Well, we're doing his route first, as you can tell. Because he's my favorite. And my favorite boy. Gotta take care of him first. Hang in there, princess. Everything is fading. But it's fine. It's fine. My perspective of guys came from this interaction, hence why I'm quite sick towards guys. I'm so I just want the guys feeling uncomfortableness I felt. No, I get that completely, considering that was literally a very unfortunately common interaction most guys do, and I understand that there are guys out there that are actually quite normal, and you know what, kudos to them, but can just guys in general just be normal? Please? Please. Like, the people that you're talking to are people with their own thoughts and feelings and boundaries. that needs to be a well-known fact that they're their own person and that they don't have to be a prize to be won or anything like that. It's ah 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 huh. Just normal. Treat people like normal human beings, for love of God. A dream? What is that in your hands, Blue? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It is all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Blue. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. We are not some damsel in distress waiting for our savior. No. No, we are our own people with our own thoughts and feelings and walking through life just the same as anyone else is. And we all just occupy the space that we have. That's all that really should matter. That's all that really should matter, is that you are a person simply existing in the world the same as I or anyone else. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of the thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, Mother. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? This isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest, where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Anyhow, I want to say another one. I actually have a funny one this time, I think. Okay? Are you okay, miss? This girl is made that tore Dolores' dress, the one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think I would meet her here again. To think I would meet her again here like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? You! Suddenly there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs, and I'm falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Do you think you could just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want? Gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Ninjio, princess. Besides, having read your fairy tales, the caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. It's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I'm a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I am the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy, of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Why was I cursed? Seriously, you're really going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. It is because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora! Curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your step-family and your father? The way you treat Princess Evangeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, Princess, some smidge of kindness. Why, people only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? The necklace you got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper, complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, Princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you are not helping. I'm a witch and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? I don't break the curse. I think you know the answer to that one already, Princess. What else would you like to know? Why are you two working together? So that will give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatic aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called Crystallium Lucius. It's powered by happiness and love. The other is Crystallium Terebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Terebrarum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is Lucius bearer. So put yourself trying to learn an old Kowalski caliber bike from the neighbor whose son left for South Africa and asked you to use it as a rustway of unused. So you bring me a very happy yet slightly impulsive person. Oh no. So you swing your leg over the bike and start it before riding you to stop. When you try to start again to return, it doesn't start. You immediately get a bunch of guys appearing out of nowhere to help you, but they can't fix it. After turns out you realize initiative was turned off. All these guys hacked everything. Checked everything else. Oh, oh, it's the basic. Have you tried turning it off and back on? I mean, it was cool that they were trying to help, but it's kind of funny that they sat there and didn't even think to check the very basic thing of, is it even on? Oh, that's funny. That's really, really funny. Just, this is like the most basic thing. Check if it's on. Didn't even think to do that. They're just like, oh, it must be something else. It's gotta be something else. There's no way the bike couldn't have turned on with, maybe it was a spark plug or something, and nope. Just gotta turn it on. You serious? You get a sweet boy. Yeah? Yes? Yes, Mr. Aries? Snuggle back down? Okay. Whoa. Careful. Careful about pressing the buttons there. The strongest of fairies is Lucius Bearer. Parfait is Lucius Bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy? Like this kind of forgot the big red switch was just clear operates, meaning no matter how many times the Kickstarter, it won't let sparks to the engine. Man. That's wild. Honestly, that's wild that happened, and they just didn't even think of. It's just they go to think of like it's the worst possible thing happening when it could be just the simplest solution to the problem ever. Sometimes people just overthink like that, and they just get a little extra about things, and it's just like no, you just break down the problem to its simplest form and go through it step by step. Has this been done? Has this been done? Has this been done? At least that's like how I try to think. Like I try to break things down to like the simplest step of have I done this, and if I haven't done it, I gotta try it, and if that doesn't work, then move on to the next step. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be, and with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearer regulates the energy of the crystals to keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom, until a certain human decided to be a pest. Now they want to impress and trick by taking something far more advanced than to worry about the basic. Oh, man, when pride and ego gets in the way of a simple problem. I hate that. It's just like, don't do that. Don't. Like, if you're there to try and fix the problem, do it just to fix the problem. Don't do it just to sit there and boost yourself up to make you look better or something like that. Just realize that it's a problem and that it needs fixing. That's all you have to do. There doesn't have to be anything extra. Do I have any funny stories? Funny stories. I'm trying to think. Not. As I give you one, you return one. It's a fair trade-off. It's not really a funny story with guys, but rather a funny story with me and my friends. So as a child, there was this really big hill that we would go, that was known for like being famous for going like snow sledding on and stuff like that. And during one winter, we managed to sit there and get a hold of a couple of sleds and decide to go on this hill. And my friend and I were goofing off, and I hopped on a sled, and my friend went to go push me, but then they hopped on the sled too. Mind you, this sled was built for only one person to be on the sled, so the sled went speeding down the hill, and instead of stopping at a normal pace, at the end of the hill, there was this fence on this one side, because it was like a straight steep drop on one side and then a gradual incline on the other, and we went on the gradual incline, but the incline had a fence at the very end of it. But we went zipping down that so fast because of the weight of the two of us on this one person sled, and we end up smashing into this fence at a high speed velocity the velocity that it threw the both of us around off of that sled. Luckily, we didn't damage the fence at all. We just rattled it real good, and everyone was really concerned. Us and making sure that we were okay. That's my silly funny story of me and my friends being goof offs that I can think of. I don't have really funny stories with guys being ridiculous, really. It's my snow. My greatest rival is in London. There is never, so we just live in the godforsaken rainy house called City's Fish Game Rally should be known as City of Permanent Rainy Amusing Days. I have a love-hate relationship with rain where I enjoy listening to it pitter-patter on the roof from the inside of my building, but if I actually physically have to go out in the rain, I dislike it very much. I do not like going out in the rain at all. I hate the feeling of wet clothing. I hate the feeling of just being damp. I hate my shoes getting wet. All around is not a good time being out in the rain. It just, ugh. Never like being out in the rain, but I'll enjoy it from the inside with my nice warm tea and wrapped up in a blanket. Well, then let's switch places. Actually, it's very annoying after the first week. Yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine and enjoy being trapped into my home for an entire week because of the rain, let alone several months. Not to mention having to be forced to walk out in said rain. No, not for me. No, thank you. As much as I hate shoveling snow around and slipping around on ice, I will take it over rain. Thank you. Who was he? Numerous Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. He started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hated them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Terror Bear and Bear decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to feel the power of the Terror Bear. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Terror Bear grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight, and then the Great War happened. The Terror Bear was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Terror Baron can poison the heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Terror Baron and maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remained that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Of course, I didn't even have to mention the bloody traffic which seems to empty like with the holiday up to 2:12 a.m. rushing to buy their oxygen. Mr. Juice was told them to ruin my night personally. Oh. Which never seems to empty. Personally, around the area that I live, we live kind of close to like freeways and stuff, so there's always some sort of drag race going on. I swear to God, there's always drag races going on around near me because they're just constantly people peeling around at like early morning hours because there's no traffic and they just feel like they have the right to the road to do whatever as they please. And I just sit there and I just hear engines revving and echoing across the empty freeways, and you're just like, man. I'm trying to just try and get some sleep. It's crazy. Honest to God. You should be on you should bet on the 401 team. Ah, honestly, I don't do any sort of gambling or the like in real life. Aries, hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I didn't even get to see. Delore was not crossed with Terrabrim. She was as good as they come. Okay. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. Good thing there is a log. I know. My cat, he really wants to sit there and try like, you're doing a playthrough? Let me help you. Smack keyboard, smack keyboard, smack keyboard. Oh, please don't. Not near my power button on my computer. I don't need you turning that off. That would shut the entire system down and corrupt my stream. Please. He's done that, I think, twice before on a stream for me. It was terrible. I had to sit there and grab the videos and try and splice them together. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. Yeah, I do actually have a YouTube. I have a YouTube where I basically do all my Twitch streaming, and then I sit there and take the videos that I do, and then I move them over to YouTube to basically store them. And it's under the same name as Blue Seer, but instead it's Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESERBOI, over there, because I know someone else also has the name Blue Seer over there that they've been using. Yeah, kind of like VODs. It's like it's basically the full length of the videos that I sit there and record because I don't really edit them. Because unfortunately, for some reason, my brain does not like the sound of my voice, and I get heavily triggered by my voice. Unfortunately, listening back on the videos, and I can't edit them because of that. It makes my brain freak out and start spiraling out of control if I do that. So they get uploaded in the fullness that they are of the videos. And sometimes I try to keep them to an hour. Sometimes they extend over. Usually I try not to go more than maybe 2 or 3 hours at most, because I know people's attention spans for YouTube isn't that strong anymore than it used to be in the days of old YouTube when people used to do really long format videos. But yeah, it's basically like that. Yes, hi Aries. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't you just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's also old-fashioned. No fun in that. But yeah, I used to use my camera, but then I sat there and a friend introduced me. Bro, mine's 5 minutes, and then after that I began spamming the 10 seconds forward. Yeah. No, I get that completely. I sit there, and it depends on if I'm in the mood to watch a really long video or if I just want to watch short videos. But yeah, I basically just pop all my videos up there and just let the world sit there and decide if they want to use them or not. Yeah, I guess I do. I did used to cosplay. I used to have an Instagram, but unfortunately, because my Facebook got hacked, Facebook sat there and decided to delete everything associated with my account. And since my Facebook was linked to things like my Instagram and my Meta request, I ended up losing literally everything. And because they use an AI assistant over there instead of an actual human assistant, the AI is just like, yeah, no, we're just deleting your account. You can't sit there and post any sort of evidence about the fact that it wasn't you. We're just getting rid of it entirely. And I was just like, oh, jeez, man, I've lost everything now. So all my old photos and everything is just, it's gone. Basically, my Facebook got hacked, and then the Facebook uses AI for their help desk stuff, and their AI decided to just delete my account instead of actually trying to sit there and realize hackers had hacked into it. So yeah, unfortunately, I lost everything that was connected to that Facebook account, including my Instagram, like my Facebook, like everything that was like Meta owned was gone because of that singular hacking. Because all that stuff is owned by the company Meta, and if Meta deems that on any sort of account at any point, you could just lose it all. And I tried messaging them on Twitter about it, but they sat there and that haven't responded to me, and that was like a month ago that I sat there and posted like pictures and receipts showing them that, hey, it wasn't me, this was a hacker attack that I had happen, and I've now lost everything attached to that account, and it's just been dead silent. Like, they don't even have a way to properly contact them. The best I was gonna hope for was Twitter, and they're not gonna do anything about that now, so that everything's just gone. Thanks to Facebook using AI instead of having an actual help person. Going to a ball, finding a prince is also old-fashioned, no fun in that. Cinderella's a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while snow, they are nowhere near as painful as they have been 2 days before. Here's some salve made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. I see we did. Yeah. I've done a maimed outfit and a razor. If I recall correctly, I might have done more. I was very easily pushing anything, so my friends use it for their weeb dreams. Their weeb dreams. I have had, well, my very long-term friend who's had me cosplay like group stuff with them, and then I had another person that I cosplay with, but they were very unfortunately unstable as a person. But like I did things like Omori from the game Omori. I did things like Suichi from Danganronpa V3. I did Bill Cipher. I did Dipper from Gravity Falls. I've done Percy from that one the Venture Zone, that one D&D game. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've done like video game characters, show characters I enjoy, and recently my friend has been talking about wanting me to cosplay a character from Apothecary Diaries and like Cult of the Lamb and stuff like that. So they're trying, now that I've basically moved back home, they're really excited to have me be their cosplay partner again in all their endeavors. So I may be getting back into cosplay. I just won't have an Instagram to post the videos or the pictures to, if anything. but I don't think I will be getting another Instagram considering Meta sat there and deleted all my original stuff in the first place, which makes me a little upset because that was quite a few years of cosplay. What do Ramon from Saving the World? Something Saving the World. I'd say if you want to go do it, go for it because cosplay at the end of the day is just you having fun being your favorite character. Ah, Aries, stop smacking me with your tail again. But yeah, for me, genuine cosplay is just having fun being your favorite character and running around, enjoying the general fandom space, and getting making friends there and all sorts of stuff. And like conventions like are great for like participating in events and getting to know other cosplayers. And like I've got quite a few prints from going around at conventions that I have, and I very much appreciate that because it supports your artists that go around, and like that may be like their main source of income is like doing the convention art prints and selling them there at their booths or like their items that are made. Because I've had like prints, I've had keychains, I've had purses, I've had shirts and jackets and stuff like that. And there's always something cool at conventions, and I really enjoy them. It's been a long time since I've been to one, but they always generally were a pretty good time to have. Especially if you're with like a group of friends that you can sit there and hang out with. And even if you don't have a group of friends, you can always try and make some there. I mean, I've had people sit there and walk up randomly just to compliment my cosplays that I was wearing and ask for pictures and stuff like that, and that was always really cool. But still, she had no reason to do such things for me. Ignore the sound for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walked away to change the clothes that had been left there. Dress nowhere near as luxurious as the ones I wear in the past, was still far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I'll free myself from this curse. You're, t- you're too supportive for my own goodness. Too supportive for my own goodness. I generally try to be a nice and optimistic person. I used to not be in the past. I used to actually have a lot more issues and like mental health problems in the past, and it took a lot of therapy and a lot of working on myself to get to the point that I am now to have a much more positive mindset. Go ahead. But yeah, it took me a while to get there. It took me a while to get there. But I'm glad I'm in the mindset that I am in because I'm much happier with who I am as a person because of it. And I mean, I still want to try continue to go to therapy because I still know that I have issues that I need to work through, and I want to try and make myself a better person even still, more than I already am. Because I feel like I I feel like everyone has the potential to try and be a good person if they really want to. They just gotta be willing to to make the steps to try. And trying is always a good sign. Ignore my lack of gratitude. Down 5 strawberry beer cans. Ooh, strawberry beer sounds interesting. Is it a good flavor of liquor? It is. Ooh. I'm always, oh, I can't drink like I used to because I have recently just kind of discovered a health condition with me having like gut health problems. So like the most I can do is like wine or wine coolers and that I can only have like a limit of like two, maybe three glasses if I really push it. But I always was a fruity kind of person if I had to have that if I had to have a drink, it always had to be sweet and it always had to be fruity. That's just the kind of thing I enjoy. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amicably with each other. I noticed the girl that left me sat by the counter serving drinks, but as soon as the other people in the room noticed me, the room falls in immediate silence. Well, look who we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Curse for cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You know who I am, yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. But I beat cancer as the doctor told me that I only live for 10 years max, but most likely I will pass away in the coming year or two, so I live my life like the last day as very well could be. Aw, I'm very sorry. That's very unfortunate. But I understand completely why you would live like that, especially with that kind of condition. It's a really rough one. My mom has been fighting it for gosh years, and I've seen like the best and worst of it with her, and she's still going on with fighting it, and it's not a fun condition to have at all. It's honestly god awful, to be honest. But I see why you live like that, and honestly, you have every right to, considering it's that's just a lot of unfortunate pain and suffering with that condition. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchand Tavern, a home for those with a fairy tale curse. Nah, it's kind of blessings. Don't have to worry about marriage or family or just anything. Well, I guess in a way you could see it like that, but it's at least to me it's still something that's hard to deal with, but not like being like a bad. Well, I guess some people would see it as bad. I just see it as like a really tough struggle to go through, especially with especially with it affecting your health on even just a day-to-day basis, where you could just be really tired one day and then the next you'll have like some energy and then you'll just be back to having no energy the day after. So it's kind it to me that it kind of sucks a little bit. Make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Of course, everyone has their battles fight and on their own way. That's very true. That's very, very true. Well, I'm glad at least you're living your life to the fullest and that you're trying to enjoy life as best as you can, even with that sort of thing happening to you. It's very admirable because usually people, when they get that sort of thing, they just kind of give up. And it's really unfortunate to see sometimes. Because they'll just kind of lay in bed and be like waiting for themselves to kind of pass away from something like that, rather than trying to enjoy what life that they do have. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchand Tavern? The marching was built 3 years ago, when the number of Kirsten and Jill continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the curse and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and wicked can never find this place. But the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the condition of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to a few boarders we have them march in. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Annie. She helps out in the march and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Why should you want to give up? You have one life, either die nobody who might be remembered for years by your close family, or do everything the person in your condition won't, and live through everyone's memories for much longer. At least that's what I believe in. That's very true. I mean, as long as you're doing what you love the most, you can sit there and enjoy life to the fullest. I personally, that's kind of why I stream, because I always kind of looked up to YouTubers as a kid because they helped me through some really rough times as a kid, and I enjoy streaming, and I've always loved video games ever since I was a child, and I just want to give people the chance to experience them too, even if they can't play them themselves. If they can just experience it, they're watching it, me having fun with the games, and I feel like that's just as much of a good experience to have. So, at least that's what I feel. As long as you're doing what you love and you're enjoying what you're doing, that's all that really matters in life. And as long as you're not hurting anyone as well, that's another big thing. But that's a very good philosophy to have. Just try and push yourself to do everything that you can possibly do. Of course, anyhow, this car says here T return from Guy suck. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. It's just human nature to sit there and just talk and, find connection in things. And even in connection in something as awful as having terminal conditions. It's still something that human beings want, is this connection with others. And you know what? I don't mind sitting there and chit-chatting with people. And if it makes people feel better sitting there and talking about it and feeling like, that they're in a welcome space to just sit down and hang out and talk, and then that's great. Oh, no, I have a terrible lisp. So, like, my words, especially with my T's, like, chit-chatting and talking and stuff. But yeah, no, it's just, I just basically want a space where basically people can talk and, and kind of be themselves and, hang out, have fun with the video games, and we just talk about whatever comes to mind, and you know what? If that's what you want to talk about, that's okay. It doesn't matter what kind of turns it took to get there. As long as you feel comfortable talking and hanging out, it's fine. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't know what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Confidence does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm my niece, Willie. I hope we get along. Wait, do I sound like a vulnerable person? No, my joking, playful act is ruining me. funny person bit personality is gone. No, I'm being perceived. I'm being perceived. No. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can still be a funny and playful person and still be vulnerable. This is Leslie. Oh. Don't worry, you can be both. You can be both. You can be both. It's fine. You can be both. It's fine. That's human nature. You're multifaceted, multi-faced, with more than one defining trait. Oh. Really, this is how you're going to start doing good. I'm not going to both you're laughing blue. Tell it. Why are you laughing blue? Tell it to me. Ah. 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 First of all, I'm a lamb. I'm a lamb. If you cannot perceive that, I am simply a lamb. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little lamb guy walking around playing video games. I'm not a Teletubby. I'm very advanced. I'm very advanced. Teletubby. Oh no! No! I'm not. I don't have the little antenna bit. I don't have a camera on my stomach. I swear. I don't have a TV on my stomach with antenna. I'm not a Teletubby. I am simply a little guy. I'm simply a little guy. I'm not a Teletubby. I swear. That's what a Teletubby would say. No! No! I'm not, I swear! Ah! If I could stand up to show you, I would. I would show you normal assets of a regular person. I just got little ears, a little tail. That's all I got, gang. I'm just a person with little ears and tail, being a little guy, being just a little guy playing games. That's all I am, I swear. I'm just a little guy. Come on, come on. I'm just a little guy. Come on. I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. Double press F for doubt. No! Not the F to doubt. Please. Please. It's not F. Don't hit F to doubt. I'm just a little guy. E. E. We hit E. We hitting that E. I'm hope my tongue is parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Their face I've seen in the palace before. This is Dream Valentine and Garland Belrot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldria. That's right. They were two of Sir Alacaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alacaster's orders. They were stripped their titles as dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Niece are exceptions, are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength and help protect the marchen. Protect? From the witches. They do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. I might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, and I'd love to hear and watch a princess try to be friendly. Ah, you must be a secret couch potato spy who's bearing the skin of a llama boy to portray Cinderella so really get off. Get off. Oh no, I've been caught, I've been found out, oh no, oh no, oh no, wait, no, my cover's been blown, no, my cover's been blown. Listen, I just want to sit there and stare at the pretty boys. Leave me alone. I just want to stare at them just a little bit. I just want to stare at them just a little bit, a tiny bit. It's fine. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. The sit parfait and Delora leave the room. The temperature drops several degrees. Now I'm alone. I feel the cold stares return. A hive closed gates from my over 10 pounds. It's turning. Oh. Oh, it's close. Oh man, no. Oh no, I'm gonna get locked up now. I'm gonna get locked up for boy staring crimes. No, please. Please, how do you think about that? Disgust. Contempt. As if I'm the reason they all curse and have to take refuge in the march in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I never needed friends. I would break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clenched and unclenched, and a fist glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. Objection. You like boys. You like kissing boys. You are a boy kisser. Ah! You know what? In this dating sim, you're not wrong. I am a boy kisser in this dating sim. I want to kiss all the boys in this dating sim. Well, except maybe for like 2 of them. There's one boy that I do not like, but I have to sit there and get through him to unlock the other 2 boys, because we have to do like a 3-boy route to get there, get all the boys. But yeah, I guess I can be called a boy kisser in this instance. I guess I am a boy kisser in this instance, because I'm sitting here playing a game about kissing men. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of Order of Calderia. The march begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. You are such a Listen, I cave into peer pressure very easily. You sit there and call me out and I'll start panicking. I'll start having just gay panic because I am being announced that I'm a boy kisser and I can't deny it. No, your cross-examination. I walked towards an empty table, realized I'd been deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Durian, and Garland. Is it because I cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the march is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to accomplish 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? Yes, you may! This one right here does the defendant have anything to say regarding the case? You know what? This is the man right here I want to kiss the most. I want to sit there and stare into their pretty eyes and then kiss them all over their face. That I'm willing to 100% admit. This one I'd be all over kissing. I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Your Honor, she's a girl. Girl kissed her too. Your Honor, she's a girl kissed her too. I will girl kiss her too. You know what? If a pretty girl walks up to me, I'll start fumbling my words too. You're darn right I will. Yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma. A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you're that magician boy. Boy. Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Like I say before, no need for customs because this one, Your Honor. Listen, I am very LGBT over this specific person right here that is speaking right now. I am so LGBT over them, you don't even understand. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. Ah, I would ruin that pretty face of theirs in another way. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the margin. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. And if she tries to... if she tries to... What the... Wait, can we talk before we clip it? Can we talk before we clip that? Wait, hold on, wait, can we talk before we clip something like that? Hold on. Wait a second, hold on. Wait a minute, that can be used as blackmail, hold on. How did that we keep our fairy tales quiet? Oh, he pauses and narrows his eyes slightly. While some people keep their fairy tales a secret, he eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face as they manage to break their curse. I've been told that a few have. A few that's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curse can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is your curse? You talk to us about. Tell us what it is. I shouldn't wait for Ramona, guys. I believe I wouldn't need to wait much for it. Hey! Hey! You can't call me out like that. I can't help myself when I sit there and see this beautiful person sitting there, standing before me. Just, I should wait for Ramona because we wouldn't wait much. Listen, they're very pretty. They're very pretty. That is my excuse. They're very pretty. They're very, very... Yes. The driveway down that way. The only spot is that little area on the side of my van, between my van and the house. That's the only little spot that I wasn't in the front of my van. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we finally got the right part from my vehicle. Yippee! Okay. Sorry. My mother came in to inform me of a couple of things that they finally got, like, parts for the car that my mom and the roommate have been trying to fix for several weeks at this point, and hopefully the car might be up and running again soon, because instead of having the roommate's car and my mother's car, I've been only having the roommate's car to use, and having only one car has been making things very difficult. So my mother was just informing me of that, and the fact that she's very proud of herself for getting a lot of the driveway de-iced, because me and her have been kind of combo back and forth of just scraping away at the driveway. But yeah, there is background music to this. There has been this entire visual novel has background music to it constantly. But yeah, sorry. She was just very proud of herself, and she was just like, she wanted to tell me about all. She told me about like all the things that she got done today, and I'm very happy for her. She managed to get so much done. Could it be as I never have to worry about snow? You're right, you don't have to worry about scraping ice off the pavement because it rains where you live instead of snowing. But, what ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse, only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? See? Princess? Parfai's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Ron. Like those AI-made Reddit stories because of the art styles. Oh my god. No. It actually is an existing game that actually surprisingly very free on Steam to go through and play. And honestly, it's just very anime style with it. Okay. I gotta... Okay. But anyway. Rod? So you really are cursed. But yeah, no, it's a game that was actually made by people. Thankfully, it's not AI generated. So you really are cursed. I was one that gave Sebi to Rod, so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi. Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone is uses low whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that's what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That is my curse. I don't use Steam as if I want to play something that I can't play on my phone. I'll just go to my nearby gaming cabinet and play 10 quids for an hour of play. Understandable, understandable. I mean, Steam has some choices of games. Like, sometimes they have good games, sometimes they have bad games, and sometimes they have games that I wonder how they even made it onto Steam at all. But, you know, that's just the nature of the internet, I guess. But there's like this visual dating sim, and then there's another one that I got recommended that I'm probably gonna play as soon as I finish this one. So that I think it's called, let me double check. A Date with Death. I was recommended. It's another free Steam game. But I just have fun playing video games, and Steam is my usual go-to because usually they're free. They have quite a few free games, and you just gotta really go searching through to see which game is actually worth your time. And I feel at least this one is, because it's not. It's more like heavy in the storyline. It does have the elements of romance, but there is still a hidden storyline in it. Your Honor, she's going after Constance now. Someone stop! Someone stop! Ah! No! Wait! Listen! 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 The romance in this game is very, very sweet, and it's not like overly sexualized, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that in my visual atomes, I guess. I appreciate that. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed. Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So I'm the only one you've never told. I didn't think you particularly care either way. He is not wrong. Yeah, I cannot believe I did not know. I meant concept isn't death, since death is a concept. Man. Yeah, go after concepts. Concept death is since death is a concept. Listen, I was after death beforehand in Cult of the Lamb. I Narender. Narender. I'm gonna, when the new update comes out in July, I'm gonna try and see if I can get the new update for that and just start replaying that again, but with the new updates, because I haven't sat there and gotten the Pilgrim one either, so I'm hoping to get like the other two and then be able to sit there and marry Narendra all over again, because I love that man. I'm not normal about that man either. Listen, I'm just not normal about a lot of different characters that I come across. Yeah, I cannot believe I did not know. But yeah, he is also the concept of a god of death, literally. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rob with his curse. That's why he comes to Marching from time to time. But I don't even want. Oh, you're hyperventilating. You must have lied through your teeth and come from a witness statement. Oh, wait. What witnesses? What witnesses are there? There are no witnesses here. There is no witnesses here. There is no witnesses here. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed, and I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier? Happier? Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but... But this is the truth? I gotta do the thing to get the thing. Your cat, he has seen everything. He has communicating meowing. I can't believe my own cat would rat me out like this. How dare he? This is how you truly feel, so I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel. I can't believe my own cat is ratting me out like this. I can't believe it. No. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Evangeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone, they're all happier. Your very existence have been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? He says you're a very lazy person who sits around watching raindrops pass time. No, I'm not! No, I'm not! No, I'm not! No, I'm not! I cook, I clean, I sit there and take care of the pets. I sat there and I shoveled ice today. And I'm probably going to shovel more ice later to try and finish out the last bit of it. Because my mom said there is one last section that needs to be done. As I said, we've been kind of trying to tag team it. But yeah. No, I'm not. I spent 4 days over at my friend's house helping them paint their house. I am not lazy, I can assure you that. Why did you bring me here? The people in the marchand, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? See, Your Honor, just a little proclamation. She's spelling everything. I told you, I cave under peer pressure very easily. I cave under peer pressure very easily. When will it ever be the right time? So many things already happen to you. I need you to be patient, Blue. I could tell. I could tell. Aww. I cave under peer pressure unless it's morals I really stand strongly for, then I'm less easily swayed. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we got down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything as long as I don't have to go back there. The princess could stay at the marching with me and the rest of my boarders. I almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations just like anything else. Money does appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The merchant doesn't attract many customers, so only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I don't know why, but I think pink-haired one's fan, but I couldn't dismiss it. I assure you, she is a woman, and your honor, these two, I'm pretty sure, are a lesbian couple. I'm like 85% sure they are. But gay! Gay! I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who is in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. Is she a brokey? I only speak to top G. Unfortunately, she is a very tight fund runner, but that is because she keeps sitting there and wanting to help everyone, so she sits there and spends her money on everyone else to help them out. That princess is how goodness works. How goodness works. It's not as if I accept freeloaders. Sounds like a brokey. Oh man, yeah. No, she just straight up admitted that she's broke. She just admitted that she's broke. She straight up admit that she broke. I'm gonna finish up this chapter and then I'm gonna end stream here because we are hitting about 3 hours at this point with this one. She should have been in her Sigma grind set. You'll see what her grind set is. She sits there and she runs this in. She sits there and does healing stuff. She does a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna lie. Clip that. Clip what? Clip what? Clip what? Clip that too. Me saying that she does a little bit of everything? You mean as a working person, she does a little bit of everything? Gee. It's that if I accept freeloaders, all my boarders help me run the merchant and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. Adults she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. Damn, dissing my man like that. How dare she? She dissing my man like this. The disrespect. I've yet to see karma be anything but useless. How dare? Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What would I give for my old bed again? For any of the comforts of home. The drop kick that lost child will tell the cops he dropped the lost child in self. Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense. You gotta believe me. Oh man. Yeah, actually my friend has been recently showing me DSMP. Well, at first they introduced me to Techno via the Potato Farm series first. And I love that man for the absolute insanity that he did for that. But the DSMP is really amazing. My favorite characters so far are uh, Rambo and Technoblade in that. Those are my top two faves there. And then Tommy so far, cause oh my god, the angst that Tommy has to go through, that poor child. But those are my top three right there so far in the series. I need to sit there and bug my friend to watch more because we had just watched the clip where they tried to execute Techno and he ended up surviving in the butcher clip, and that was amazing. I loved it so much. It was great. But yeah, no, DSMP in the big 2025. Dream tops and Dream as he is such a control freak in that. Uh Dream tops and Dream SMP as he's such a control freak in that. Yeah, he listen. Dream is such a control freak that I don't like it. I'm just like get that man out of here. Get that green man out of here. He's being too much again. His godplex is showing too much here. Hold on. Get him out of here. Take him down a peg. Well, he's known as a green stuff. Oh, that's my favorite bit though. When Techno sits there and calls Dream out for being homeless. It's my favorite bit ever. Where Dream gets so mad about it. And the fact that he goes and tries to make himself immediately after just to sit there and blow it up is even funnier. Because he doesn't know how to make a fucking house. It's great. That's great. That was really good. That was real good. That was real good stuff. The funniest bit to me, in my opinion, is just sit there and bully Dream for being homeless. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait, Lady Parfait. I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other marching boarders, Waltz, Jerry, and Garland, are sitting on the set, looking anxious. What is happening? Sorry, did we wake? He hacks and spawned diamond blocks to build his house. That is so ugly sounding. I'm sorry. But if you're doing that, not only is it a general waste of diamond blocks, but you're just trying to sit there and stroke your own ego doing that. You're just trying to sit there and stroke your own ego going, oh hey, look at all these diamonds I got, enough to sit there and waste them on a house. And you're just like, bro, that house looks ugly. Listen, man, you can use diamonds as accents probably in a house, but a whole house of diamonds? Nuh-uh. That stuff, that will never look good. You just trying to flex, and it don't look great. He did that in Techno clip. Oh. I probably haven't seen that clip quite yet. I haven't seen that clip quite yet, but that's really funny. Wild, wild. He's sitting there and trying to flex that for something he didn't even work to earn. He just wanted to flex his godhood. Be like, yeah, look what I can do. Can you do this? It's like, nah, fam. Sorry, did we wake you? No, but those noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. During the night, I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man. Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. I'm now going to specifically look for the Diamond House clip now that you've said it, just to sit there and watch it and laugh. Lydia Parfait and Annie are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if that man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. Then he is dangerous. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I lick the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I've never been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that portrait done? You deserve that look. You'll see this character, and you'll see the reason why I don't like him at all. I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Blue. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. See, he may look pretty, but then he opens his mouth and it ruins everything. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see that you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. Instantly he sees us, his eyes widen. I hate this. It's past 3:07 hours, couch potato. Listen! The chapter's almost done. The chapter's almost done. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven. Or maybe. You two are angels that have fallen out of it. I hate him. I hate him so much, gang. I hate him so fucking much. You're about to cringe probably just as hard as I am right now. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you, lovely ladies? Ah, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course, such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. As much as I wish I could throw the tray at him, as much as I wish I could do it, to get the good route for my mans, I have to stay silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. I'm going to sleep now. I truly hope you have an uneventful day. Thanks. I hope the rest of your day is very relaxing and enjoyable for you. You have a lovely evening. Thank you for watching my stream. I'm going to end this at chapter 2 after suffering through this man standing here. Detestable. I don't hope the same for you. Wow, okay, I guess I'll just suffer. Well, I'm already suffering. I'm talking to him. I'm suffering already. I'm talking to him. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of three of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What is your name, good sir? I would answer any question you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angel, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin, is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories to get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired, Blue. We'll leave you your breakfast here, and we'll get you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Dora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She starts to cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her. She gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night, she was given more straw to spin. The little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night, the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell the story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the marching is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Blue. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Come on, where's chapter 2? The amnesia Casanova was allowed to stay the marching with the other boarders, because he still seemed capable. Parfait set him work as one of the marching servers, and these protests that he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not well knowing he had nowhere to go. Being capable of showing such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. People that frequent the march began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I don't exist. It is better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumple, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumple. I think it suits him. I never understand Parfait. This enormous waste of space is about as useful as karma. I've returned. Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? I did. Conrad left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of, whilst Charizon after her now, carrying several boxes in his arm. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day, because gentlemen carry things for ladies. Okay. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Carmen. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, niece. So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Man. We are all surprised when Otto suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you've entered my bleak existence, I see everything beautiful, blazing color, and nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Ripple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. Not even a second after meeting them. Not even a second after meeting them. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool, but she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Keep. Say the word and it is done. Your filthy hands off of me. Ow! Finally, someone smacked him. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating. Like the one you gave to me. Yeah! My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me? Please calm down. Rumple is still recovering. What is going on? Karma's a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. You know what? I don't think I would have liked anyone walking up within a second of meeting me and talking about marriage. I'd be like, what is wrong with you? She is a man? But your voice, your face, your breasts. Ow! Good. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. That's what you're focusing on? Pervert. I worship all aspects of the female form. My particular favorite has always been... Yes! Beat the shit out of him! Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. Even less than that. For those that can hear the music of their heart, like I, it only takes a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. You're insane. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. The retro tracks all sorts, doesn't it? That one's entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here. Back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It's not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Jill knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. And he's being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest Martian boarders. We've all been invited to the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Riot, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry and I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. An eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say that we're eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. I agree wholeheartedly with that, Delora. Really now? I sit silently in my chair. I am comfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with the feeling our children are also always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me. You barely touch your food. Don't you like it? Laura said this is one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that is all. They said that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way admitting that I do not even know how to complete one. I forgot, you're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'll be the better choice as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me. From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. And I'm sure your stepmother would be happy to help as well. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Durian herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Marchen. We help each other. Lesson number 1, doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother and the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone. It's easier that way, and yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I've forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. And that is the end of Chapter 1. We're going to end it here. We're going to save. We're going to quit. Because I've been playing for a very long time. Total of 3 hours just trying to get through the prologue in Chapter 1. I have to go and make some dinner and stuff. You know how it'd be. Anyways, if you liked what you saw, you can sit there and subscribe and get notification on here for when I stream next, because I don't really do a set schedule, unfortunately. Of course, it's blue_seer for Twitch, and if you want to see previous videos that I've done, or just in general rewatch this, if you were late to the party and want to watch it from the beginning, I post over on my YouTube as well, and that is over at Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESEERBOI. You can go check me out over there, and you guys have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever it is for you over on your side of the world. Bye!